They tend to play at a high tempo because of the mixture of the young stars, but also the experience that they have.
Right, Saleh Barnes was the intended recipient there. Tracking back there was Lebohile Mofokeng, who was really had become a firm favorite early on in his career. This is basically his breakout season, his second season, but his first full season in the senior team. And well, you know, there's his youthful exuberance and energy has already endeared him to the Pirates faithful. Every time he gets on the ball, there's a buzz around the field.
It's the players around him, the freedom that he's given by the coach, the guidance that he gets with his teammates. And so far, there's maturity in his game. It's still work in progress, but so far so good.
Innocent Maela, the captain of the side, team captain. So Pirates are currently, the Buccaneers are sailing the high seas at the moment. They've put together a run of 5 successive wins. And they are really, in fact, in all competitions they've won 7 matches. So that run of 7 includes 2 cup wins. That's a fabulous run, and they're beaten at home in their last 5 matches. That includes 4 wins in a row. Well, I tell you what, this is a fixture that hasn't produced a lot of goals. Just 1 goal scored in 3 matches between these two sides. And but I tell you, I can't see that being the case tonight here, given the rampant form that Orlando Pirates are in. It's unlikely that we are going to see a scoreless draw here. There have been free scoring of Pirates, and I don't expect that. It'll take some effort from Richards Bay to stop them. Of course, the two sides met in the curling knockout, or curling black level knockout, with Richards Bay winning that one, but by way of penalties it ended 0-0. And yeah, as I said, I'll be more surprised if this one were to end 0-0. Mabasa chasing down that top goal scorer award that famously was named after the former Orlando Pirates marksman, the late Leslie Manyatela. 15 goals so far. Mabasa is on now, just 1 clear of Ikram Reyners. The brace against Chipper midweek, it took him 1 clear at the top, and that's good to see that we've reached that 15 goal mark for the top goal scorer. What a season he's had. By the way, I remind you, he started out on loan this season. He was out at Moroka Swallows, and since being brought back, scored 6 goals in his time at Swallows, and that gave his confidence. I guess that boosted his confidence. The big thing with Mabasa, I don't think it's ever been an issue with confidence, but staying fit.
Well, it's staying fit, but at the same time, the rapport that is built with players around him. Another player that is showing some appetite to score goals is Kabelo Zameni, who's also, you know, part of the team, and the link-up is quite good. There's also Mofokeng, who knows how to find Tsegofatso in the box. So he's surrounded by players that always looking for him in terms of a pass and the runs that he makes.
Wow, that's audacious stuff there from Moses Mtembu, trying to catch out Chain there, slightly off his line, and Mtembu trying something from a long way out. He's only got 1 goal this season, but showing bravery there. They might as well have a full go here at Richards Bay. They are 5 points behind Royal AM, so there's a chance for them here. Royal AM, who were just lost narrowly to the champions Mamelodi Sundowns, who are continuing their record-breaking way, now 25 matches unbeaten. At Royal AM now, Sundowns may have done Richards Bay a favor, because if Richards Bay can pull off an unlikely win here, we could move. We could move to 27 points, which would bring them within 2 points of Royal AM, which would be a safety. They are still 6 points short of that magical 30. As Mhlongo is brought down there, Langelihle Mhlongo, brought down by Ndlondo, back in the starting lineup for the first time since the end of December. There is now muscled off the ball here. It's a free kick for Richards Bay. This is very positive stuff. Malawi Muyaba, Kuda Muyaba fouled. But this is positive stuff from Richards Bay. They are going... Vus Villagas did say, the coach, that they're going to have a go. And they're doing just that.
Well, that's a good start. The mentality seems to be good. And that's a good approach. You're playing away from home. You are under pressure. There's threat in terms of the relegation. You've got to consolidate that. The best way to do it.
Sanele Barnes is back in the... Sanele Barnes is back in the starting lineup for Richards Bay. He is a set-piece specialist. He's standing on the ball now. He's got Hlongo there with him, but I think this is going to be one man, only one man's name written on that ball. Everybody steps away. It will be Barnes. Oh, and Ndlondo is not even going to lie down. He can just kneel, and it has the same effect as a guy. It's like they tell you,
low gravity.
it's like lie down. What's the difference?
Now he's lying down.
I'm about the same height lying down as kneeling. Right, this is very dangerous. This is a very promising position. There's an opportunity here for Richards Bay. Sanele Barnes drills it into the wall. Disappointing effort there. Now Pirates can break it. By the way, Richards Bay have yet to score against the Orlando Pirates. And two draws in the 3 previous meetings in the DSTV Premiership. Those draws 0-0 in the Cup as well. Pirates have scored twice against Richards Bay in matches past. There's been a 1-1 draw, big partner between the two.
Well, there was a point where, in terms of their system, it was more low block, waiting for the opponents to try and counter-attack using Tsundwana on the left-hand side. But they're much more assertive now. There's a sense of agency when they've got the ball, in terms of the youthful exuberance that you've spoken about earlier on. Players that they've assembled.
Ball away. In fact, Richards Bay, their first meeting against the Orlando Pirates took place at this ground. It ended 0-0, and then Pirates won their away game by 2-0. And the other clash, as I mentioned, was in the first round, ended in a scoreless draw down in Richards Bay, or rather down in KZN anyway, because unfortunately they don't get to play in Richards Bay. Mufokeng turning on the trickery, trying to get past his marker. Here's another man of this moment, Maswangangi, Miguel Tim. Good passage here for Orlando Pirates. Cleared away. But Olisanda held the high line here, trying to get forward, but they've stolen it. Mhlongo Dlamini works it wide. This is very good from Royal AM. They've done very well to try and play through that press. Now the ball is won back by Pirates. Ndlondo. With a clever little flick off his chest there. Barnes is on his bike here, waiting for someone to arrive in the box. There's one in the box. Looks like, in fact, Mbuya Malawi, and only one in the box. We are now then lays it off for Mario Dlamini, gives it away cheaply. That's a very poor pass. What a cheap way to give away the ball. Now Maela Maswanganyi turns to getting a lot of space at the moment there. He can hurt you, and the idea was a good one. The idea was a good one from Munyani there. And by the way, no Tabiso Sisadi, there's only one Tabiso on the field this evening for Pirates in defense. Sisani starts on the bench after a run of 7 successive starts. From a time when he made his second Pirates debut, was out on loan, of course, last season. And he played 7 matches in a row, and now a bit of rotation. He started on the bench. Mofoke, Miguel Tim. The crowd is still warming up, because you're not hearing the chants of team when he gets on the ball.
Well, so far, still trying to find their rhythm, Orlando Pirates. There's so much clutter in that midfield. Of course, if you look at Richards Bay, they're trying to minimize the dominance of Orlando Pirates, force them to play the balls on the side.
Now, I think he dilly-dallied on the ball for too long. There was a chance to shoot, but in the end he was pickpocketed. Richards Bay, who've had a tough run on the road, just a 1 win away from home this season from their 13 matches. They've had a run now. They're on a run of 8 matches away from home without a win. And they are Mufoke cutting inside. Oh, mistake there. Could allow Maswanganyi in, but he was offside. Oh, some rather interesting defending there. Looked very unsure of himself. Take a look at what happens here now.
Well, it's an improvisation. It takes a deflection there and a quick reaction by Maswanganyi.
Well, how is he offside if the ball came off? If it came off a defender? Unless, I'm not sure I understand what just happened in that passage of play. The last touch came off a defender.
Yes.
How does he then become offside?
I don't believe it is offside at the same time.
Unless he was offside earlier.
Unless if he was offside earlier, which I didn't think he was offside.
Well, he wasn't, because the ball wasn't even played to him. It's an interesting call there from Mr. Kistur. So, in fact, it's from an assistant on the far side. Mr. Happy Ntlanta had the flag, he put his flag up. It's an interesting call. Richards Bay playing themselves into trouble here. They've got it back again with Mtembu. All the way back into... back to the keeper chain. Now, Zonzo engaging Munyani, who's getting forward quite a bit on that right hand side now. Sundwana, you'd look to be the man who should keep him busy on that left hand side.
I think what Pirates are trying to do is pushing Munyani forward. They're playing with 3 at the back, and that Olisanda or Toki will support him as he goes forward.
Now the cross comes in. No Dion Hotto, of course, in the squad today. He's out with the injury that he suffered a bit of a head injury. It wasn't deemed anything too serious, but I think it's also precautionary. as he was complaining about vision, and he was taken off in that match. So against Chippa in the cup.
Can risk the head injury, understandably so. But again, Pirates with the depth, and equally they have Ino Maela coming in.
Now, Zonzo will dictate a bit of the play there at the. Now, it's a bit of a poor pass for Maswanganyi. So look, getting behind the ball at Richards Bay when they lose possession, and allowing Pirates to have the ball in front of them, and then they do that, and steal it, and then break with pace. They got a bit of pace about them. Bounce down this right hand side. It's got wheels to burn. Got pace down that left hand side as well, and Boskona and Daba likes to have a bit of a run, but Pirates coming forward, good defending, a two-man job on him there. Now for them to try and break with Mthongo, pulled back by Miguel Tim. Referee's going to give him a little bit of talking to.
Well, so far, credit to Richards Bay. They seem to have the answers to the threat that Pirates have on the right-hand side, with Nyani, adding numbers into that midfield and going forward. They're also adding numbers to try and make life difficult and avoid these crosses coming on the right-hand side. One thing that Pirates will probably not have in the absence of Hoto is their ability to make the runs on the left-hand side and offer crosses as well.
So you saw what, as it stands, the Pirates will move into that second spot, and in the process they will also bring up 50 points for the season, becoming only the third team this season to breach the 50-point mark, after Mamelodi Sundowns, who are the only team to breach the 60-point mark, and Stelis are on exactly 50 points as well. Maswanganyi tries to thread it through. Ooh, almost the perfect ball for Mabasa, but they're keeping it tabs on him. That's a nice ball over the top. Mtsudwana could be in here. Oh no, that was never really on. That was never really on. Trying to hit it on the. That would have taken something spectacular. I think a little bit more composure there. Look how they turn defense into attack by much.
But then you look at the run, he makes a brilliant run.
Absolutely.
And I think Munyane there was in trouble. It required good technique. Nothing wrong in what he's doing, because it was more like a one-on-one situation. No option for him in the box.
Yeah, I felt that was going to take something special to beat Chain from that scenario. But good burst of pace to get. Munyane is no slouch. But for Ntundwana for a big man, I tell you what, he can move.
Certainly can, and I think the decision making to have a shot at goal. Normally he would want to control, have one or two touches, but that was quick thinking. Unlucky that he could not get it on target.
I suppose what that goal scorer's instinct is not quite there anymore, because he doesn't play as a centre forward. So generally comes in from wide positions. Because Villagas has used him a little bit more, and tried to make him a focal point of the attack. But generally he comes in from wide. Now they brought, especially since this man has come in, that's Muyaba, the former Polokwane City man. Sanele Barnes caressing the ball. All kinds of tongues wagging about where he might be playing his football next season. We are getting into that stage of the season, of course.
Yeah.
Speculation aplenty.
I've always been one of those people that says, yes, you score 16 goals. Do we rush you to go to bigger stages, or do we allow you to go into that position before you go away? And I'm one of those that says, yes, he's having a good season, he's got a goal, but give him 1 or 2 seasons to mature. And you know, there's elements. I've had a discussion with the coach, and he highlights certain key elements that I think the boys still have to work on, all of them as a collective. And I believe that there's still some work to be done on Tehofatso Mabasa. He's in a team where they finding him all the time and he's getting.
Oh, you're talking about Tehofatso Mabasa. I'm talking about Mabaso.
Oh, Mabasa.
Yeah, I was talking about actually. Sorry, I was talking about Sunday Barnes on the other end.
Oh, okay. No, I read the story as well.
Yeah, it's about where he might leave Richards Bay. Not the only one linked to the move away. I don't think Tehofatso Mabasa is going anywhere. He's just come back.
They might, you never know.
Not when he's
might
on
come
fire.
up and offer
yeah,
something.
no, there's also
there's possibility. There's been that speculation, of course.
But yeah, hey, listen, as they say, every man has a price.
Yeah.
So,
but you look at
money is right.
Yeah,
the move will happen. Mufuki, another one who maybe was speculated. Well, he went off, of course, to Wolves to have a trial period with him.
Yeah,
I still think he's still got a lot of physical growth. Well, not just physical growth, but just growth in the game before he can go and mix it up with the Premier League. That's a tough old league to try and crack. Ask Percy Tau. Of course, speaking of how tough the Premier League can be and has been for South Africans, Lyle Foster will be back in the Championship next season.
Yeah.
After they were officially relegated with Burnley after a 2-1 defeat to Spurs, a game in which they took the lead but ended up losing. Maswanganyi wanted the 1-2 there. Ndlondo working it wide.
You know, talking about players and moving overseas, as a player that we enjoyed watching and we could see what he's capable of doing, Mailula. He was at Sundowns. He made a move. He's struggling to fit in the team that is. Sometimes I think we just rush. The money might be good.
Got his first Cassius Mailula got his first goal recently, actually.
Yeah.
For his MLS club. Now, all the way back to Makula. Salim Makula's been again one of the key star performers in this lineup. One of the he's definitely one of the better goalkeepers in the PSL. Now facing away from goal. What can they do now here? Richards Bay, Barnes unable to wiggle his way through. There seem to be possibilities there for them.
Well, they're stretching around the Pirates and they're finding these spaces that Pirates are leaving and they're trying to get in there. If you look at Barnes, I thought he could have turned, maybe perhaps not too confident, to turn onto the left-hand side where he was going to be forced to play a shot with his left foot. But there's just too many spaces. And, I think so far they're trying to exploit that. The coach did highlight that if they leave spaces, we're going to try and exploit that, particularly on that right-hand side and the left-hand side.
Barnes wants it again, but Dlamini laying it back. Maybe touch there from Tembu. They've lost possession, Pirates. But then they do well. Richards Bay to win it back quickly. Mabuya.
I seem to be enjoying themselves.
Now they have actually made a very decent start here.
Yeah.
Looking very comfortable, Richards Bay. And doing a good job to keep Pirates in front of him. Offside flag is up. is
like a heavyweight and two middles.
See somebody. I want to come back to that incident with Maswangangi. So one of our viewers there. Now this is Mufokeng now for the first time running at them. Mabasa to turn and face goal. And we close him down quickly. He doesn't need too many chances. Seofato Mabasa. He's got a fantastic strike rate as Mabasa. The leading striker in the PSL in terms of shots on target, 25. And he's got a fantastic conversion rate, 38% conversion rate. It's very impressive. Shot from range, but it's always rising there from Njonjo. Can hit them. Pocket rocket. Tell you what, for a small man, packs a lot of power in that right boot.
You know,
now route one from. So we come back to the live pictures. It was a route one football as Magula sent a long one upfield, and I think that's a tactic that they're looking to try and use to try and catch Pirates out, as Pirates try push up and hold the high line. This is good stuff from Richardsby. Look at that. Playing, of course, put the markers on him. Commentators curse just as I was praising the fluidity there. They give it away.
But I guess we also realize that the spaces that they spoke about when Munyani goes forward and with Nsundwana on the left hand side, they're able to find him. And a lot of times he's always free.
Now Munyani gonna get inside here. That's a decent looking ball, just a little bit too high. Maswanganyi was lurking on the penalty spot there. Barnes closed down and fouled by Maela. Good, I think correct call there from referee Castor. Maela just a little bit goes through this man.
So one could say he got the ball, but I guess because of his that challenge with time, there's always this benefit. We know he can hit them hard, long range shots, but power on the right foot.
Take a look at Mufokeng a little earlier on challenging Mabuya. Mabuya is going to have it. Yeah, that was Mabasa's first shot on goal, and the skipper there, Nega, he's been excellent as well in recent weeks. He's been part of this, shall we call it, Richards Bay revival. He's been one of the leaders in terms of leading from the back, so to speak. Kept things very tight at the back.
Alongside the experience of Teto.
This is beautiful to watch. They're not flustered at all. No. They're happy to play out. Pirates steal it. Can they keep it for a bit? Getting a lot of joy down that right hand side. Now they try to switch play here. Maela brings in Mufokeng, who wants to face up to Mabuya. Mabuya is going to have the job on the tricky youngster. He turns him inside out. He still got possession here. Mufokeng has the last touch, and the signal is for a goal kick.
I felt there was a stage here. Once it sent, there was Maela waiting. Should have played it back to him and play a quick cross into the box, because Tsehofatso was waiting as an option in the box.
That's another thing about decision making as a youngster, wanting to beat a second man instead of laying off the pass. Mabuya, that's a nice ball now into the channel for Barnes. Nice flick from Barnes. Mtembu, Muyava, and playing someone out in the back post there, and that's easy for. Look at that, just easy for change. By the way, look at that, goal attempts, one apiece. And we are just past the half-hour mark here at Orlando Stadium. Brian Martin, maybe I might have to review what I was saying about. I was saying I don't see this being another low-scoring affair, but the way things have gone thus far. But the thing is, they're not being defensive. You know, Richards Bay are having a go, Pirates are having a go, but yeah, they're not. The keepers haven't been troubled.
Correct. And the question would be why? Because both of them, it's just nice and easy kind of football to watch, but are they getting the ball into the danger areas? Are they creating an opportunity to have a shot at goal? So far it's all about good touches, playing the balls onto the side. It's not creating any threat. Goalkeepers themselves haven't been tested.
Maela now combining with Miguel Tim, looks promising. Miguel Tim, oh, that was a clever idea from Miguel Tim. We moved it on immediately. They played the first time pass, and Pirates come again. Tim. Laid back to Tim by Maela. Gabriel Dlamini. As Richards Bay hold their shape nicely. One to the back peg there. Comfortably dealt with. Now Richards Bay can come away with it. They've got a bit of a 3-on-3 situation here. Now no foul. No foul. Space now for Maswanganyi down the right hand side. He can raise away with it here. Maswanganyi. The cut back to Tim. Kabelo Dlamini playing it up to firing a shot. There was Munyani. There was a flag up for offside. There's a big round of applause there in defense. One of the Mteto in defense for Richards Bay. I think just applauding the fact that, well done, chaps. Keep them in front of us.
No touch of offside then. No. But you're right. I think the game plan is, as long as they keep the ball in front of us, play it onto the side, there is no danger. Just don't allow them to bring in the crosses, because the point of reference for Orlando Pirates, it's Sehofa to Mabasa. So far so good for Richards Bay.
The crowd raising the volume a little bit here, the Pirate supporters. Saturday nights becoming quite a vibe here at the Orlando Stadium.
It has been.
The fans have been, and they've been treated, they've been well rewarded and encouraged to come out by the performance of the team.
I think the leader as well has been the coach to say we're playing beautiful football. I think the one thing that will please us is the supporters just to come and, you know, enjoy the brand of football that we're playing. And if you look at this kind of scenes, it's beautiful to watch.
A very nice crowd in attendance here. Saturday night fever is what they've created here in home games at the Orlando Stadium, and making it a fortress once again.
You own the vinyl, Saturday Night Fever. Reveals your age.
Undefeated in their last 5 home games. Now, oh, look at that! They've found the opening. They have found the opener. Richards Bay, you can't say that that's a bit of a shock then. No, you can't. They've been threatening. And that one, completely. You see that goal got me off guard there. Wow.
They went to La La Land.
Sunny Libai.
Watch this. There's a touch there of poor defending. Orlando Pirates, not convincing at all.
Poor defending.
Look at the numbers they have.
Oh, watching.
Look at the numbers. You have about 7 players against 3, and you get beaten by that deflection from Munyani. Got punished for that by Bunch. Presence of mind, sharp. It was very alert.
Oh.
It's an easy tap, but punishing Orlando Pirates. Now they've got to come out in response. It is Bunch as you said.
Sanele Barnes, only his 5th goal of the season. He returns to the starting lineup and he scores Richards Bay's first goal against Orlando, first goal ever against Orlando Pirates. And they would have had a shout for penalty, by the way, if if they didn't score, because Zondo handled the ball quite clearly, as you saw from the replay. And it didn't matter because a little bit of ball watching happening there amongst the Pirates defenders. Barnes unmarked, just had to place it. Just passed the ball into the net. And now, wow, that's a real turn up for the books. That changes the complexion of the game. But that is a big goal, because if they can hold on to it, if they walk away here, as I said, with a point, that's them avoiding automatic relegation. And that's what it means. Cape Town Spurs would be relegated tonight if things stay this way. But there's a long way to go yet. There's a long way to go yet. Sanele Barnes again, now pops up on the left-hand side. Just couldn't control it there. Listen, this tactic, this plan that Vilagazi has worked out here is working a treat at the moment.
Well, I think for me, the most positive thing is the mood that you're seeing from the players. They're very calm in approaching this. Yes, they know they are under pressure, but they're approaching this with some enjoyment. They're playing good brand of football. They're making inroads into areas which threatens Orlando Pirates. They're punishing mistakes, which is exactly what they did now.
By the way, that's the first goal they've conceded in 4. They went 4 matches without conceding. The last goal they conceded was ironically in that 7-1 win over the Montville Golden Arrows. Oh, Mabasa couldn't keep it down. Great ball to pick him out though, just a little bit high, and he acknowledges the service.
I don't think it was too high for him. He just did not get high enough to bring it down. And you look at the technique. He did get, as he gets up, he gets high. But is it high enough for him? It's not high enough for him to get up. He needs to get up higher to bring it down. And as he hits it high.
Up, yeah.
So it's not the best technique. No, but again, the danger signs are there.
That is it. Tumozo Manenja always talks about meeting the ball at its highest point. And clearly that's not what happened there. Got underneath it actually. And but that was a great ball to pick him out. That's close he was to goal number 16 for the season. It's remarkable.
He remains a threat. He's got players that know how to make it happen for him.
Now his tally this season, he's actually scored almost the same number of goals as he scored in the last 3 seasons combined. He scored 16 in the 3 previous seasons to this one, and he's on 15 now. Some return, that is, but there has to be a caveat to all of that to say that he has spent a lot of time injured in a lot of those, in most of the recent seasons, especially before he was sent out on loan. Took his eye off the ball there. That's Camilo Dlamini has yet to come into this game as well.
Yeah, he's played in patches.
Yeah, that sums up his first half actually. That as he miscontrols the ball there, Jose Rivera is going to have to throw a few things around in the dressing room. His team haven't arrived yet.
Well, credit to Richards Bay, because what they've managed to do is to neutralize Pirates' influential players. You're talking about Dlamini, you're talking about Mufokeng, Maswangani, and those are the pillars in terms of making things happen for that man. That's a point of reference in terms of Tsehofatso Mabasa.
4 clean sheets coming into in succession coming into this one for Pirates. Now been breached by Maswangani. That deflection could have taken it anywhere, but it's a corner. Could have taken it from the skipper, Mdeneka, but again, high fives all round because they've done the defending.
Brilliant move. One pass that unlocks 4 players.
In comes a corner, headed away. As we approach half-time here at Orlando Stadium. Not the most likely score. This is not the score line you would have predicted at this stage of a game. Pirates have scored in the first half in 5 of their last 7 matches. But we still got a few minutes. They will want to get themselves on level terms before the break here. Yeah, it's been that sort of half.
Yeah.
There's been no cohesion at all.
And I think the reason for that, it's because of the structure of this team. This is the move. That's a tiniest tackle there. Leading by example.
He's been great, Dinega.
Yeah.
He has been excellent in recent matches as the captain. Richards Bay, which I remind you have are winless in their last 10 matches away from home. 1 win away from home all season. Now, Sundwana has escaped with it here now. Can he come inside with it and pick someone out? The cutback. Crucial challenge that was. Disappointing pass there from Sundwana, but you can see what the idea was. But they couldn't find Muyaba. But great running down that left-hand side from the big fella. Something to test there. You had it covered, did Sipo Chain? Had it covered.
They would have heard this young man that there was a particular Thompoke that is standing on this very ground.
Yes, indeed. Actually, it's happened a couple of times against the London Pirates. I remember famously at the Orlando Stadium when Ponchane was caught out by Yusuf Mart. And as you said, yes, Lumpokekana has hurt a couple of goalkeepers here. Famously Wayne Sandilands, I think, on 2 occasions. And Lumpokekana hit him from downtown. From him, Zimhlope somewhere here.
I thought it would have been further. Proteas.
That's I tell you what.
Yeah.
Audacious. They keep seeing him. I think this is a ploy.
Yeah.
It's not the first time.
They've read the situation.
They've spoken about this.
Analysis has come out to say
keep an eye on Chain.
Yep.
Yeah. He likes to go walkabout. I think there is a plan here to try and catch him out.
The details actually was revealed by the coach. He's mentioned that Orlando Pirates, the wing backs are taking, they'll exploit. If you look at how Nsundwana is getting, the passes on that left-hand side, so far it's been working quite well.
It's because Munyani keeps...
they're playing with 3 at the back. So as a result of that, when they get the ball, they find Nsundwana on that left-hand side.
I know their tactics are spot on. Mabasa! That's another one gets a shot away. Gets it on target as well. Well, that's just the warning. If they allow him to turn, it's gonna hurt them.
That's more like it. That's Big 10.
Yeah, caught out this time was Mnega, allowing him to turn. You can see he's got the job on Mabasa, the skipper, as we go into the second of the minimum 2 minutes, or the first of the minimum 2 minutes to be added on at the end of this first half.
Game plan well executed so far by Richards Bay. Keep it tight, deny Pirates all the spaces, pounce on them using the left hand side where you have Munyani. When he makes a run, they find Nsundwana.
It's only the 8th time this season that Pirates have conceded first in a game, and there was the 7 previous occasions on which they've conceded first. They've only won 1 game. And that was in that Soweto derby against Kaizer Chiefs. Otherwise, they've won 1 game and drawn 2 and lost 4. Now, cross coming in. It's cleared away. It's a free kick. Maswangani showing a bit of frustration as to saying to the linesman, where's the protection here? Muyaba defending like an attacking player there.
Well, they have something to defend. They've got a goal that they have to defend.
Now, Pirates have been fantastic at set piece time recently. This is not quite set up for Kabelo Dlamini to go direct for goal here. I think he'll look to pick out the big men here. Olisanda and Tapelo Koki have pushed up. It will be, I would imagine, Kabelo Dlamini with the left boot. Too much. And that's the whistle.
I think he was going for glory. I don't think he was trying to find any of his teammates the way he took that ball.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of divine inspiration there. Shapani Eloi. That's the whistle for half time. Well, and what a half it was for the visitors. Richards Bay ripping up the form book and the script here. They've come here with a game plan. They've executed it to perfection here. Sanele Barnes popping up in the box. Anmar took advantage for some slack defending from Orlando Pirates, and Nat has registered the first goal that Richards Bay have scored against Orlando Pirates in the Premiership, and that has given them the lead. Messman returning from suspension. I said he is their talisman. Now they're outright leading goal scorer with 5. Some work for the be consistent, it was with the run of play, because they had looked more likely. They looked more threatening. They may not have had most of the ball, but they've looked more threatening, and they've disturbed and disrupted Orlando Pirates. Brian Martin, your thoughts as we confirm that no changes by either side, by the way, at the break. Let me bring you in, Brian Martin. Now let's just have a look at this promising move here for Orlando Pirates. Almost found a way through to Mabasa there. Miguel Tim pumps it up to Ndlondo. To former Gallant's men combining there. And this is, Mabuya thought about playing it back to the keeper for a moment. I think he milked that one there. I'm not surprised at Mabasa's reaction. I thought that Mabuya, even if there was a contact, I didn't think it was of that nature. I didn't think it was that bad. Let's take a look at it. I mean, maybe this is a striker's tackle again. Oh no, but the stats were up. I don't think it makes contact though. The stats were up though.
The stats were up.
Oh,
the stats were up.
I think it may have caught him there.
It definitely did.
But no, and I think that they're trying to show the evidence there.
Yeah.
Maybe apologies to Mabuya on second thoughts. That was
apologize. I think he went there to try and apologize.
No, I'm saying
the stats were up. It's a definite illegal challenge. It stats up.
It didn't look at first sight. It didn't look that bad. But
replay tells us.
Now, in theory, that should be red. Which pocket is it going to be, Brian Mate? You know, they normally, as I got it wrong the other day, they keep the red cards in the shorty.
I heard you that.
So now
these days they hide these things.
Now the red should come out from the shirt. Oh, okay. Now Mahela, the captain, getting a mouthful.
Wait there, captain.
He's giving him a real mouthful.
I'm the man in charge here.
Yeah.
Let me do my business. Let me check on the player. Let's see how the player is. That's first thing. That's priority. I'll deal with Mabasa.
Mabasa could be in trouble
Let's
here.
Deal with this matter first. Like you said, TT, it looked dangerous.
It was no. Listen, on the evidence of the video, Sehofatso Mabasa should be off. On the evidence of the replay, what is going on here?
No, it's continuing.
Let's have a look at this. Guys, how is that not red? Not even hard.
Yellow. If that we would have complained, but for me, that for me, it's not the good decision at all. At least show a yellow off. But when we look at it,
I am gobsmacked. Not even a yellow.
He didn't even have a conversation with him.
In fact, he had the harshest words for innocent Mahela.
Yeah, he didn't even have a conversation with the country.
What?
Not at all. He didn't have a conversation with Mabasa to say, listen.
And now to add insult to injury, Pirates could find themselves on the score sheet. Yeah, what a touch that was from Maswanganyi. Clever football from Maswanganyi. But what on earth just happened? I'm still confused by the call from the referee there.
In that confusion, Pirates are showing the sense of urgency to want to equalize. They want to bounce back because I think tactically they were outsmarted by this Richards Bay team in the first half, and they managed to get the goal that matters most. And now they have to raise their game. There's a sense of urgency. You can see they want to come up with something. Now, Richards Bay, they've got to be calm. Of course, they've got to. It's a real test for them. What can they do in the second half?
Yeah,
defend their lead.
This is a test of character as well. They can't let. They can't be frazzled by that decision. Tsundwana could be in here. Tsundwana, he misses.
Oh,
the flag was out. It wouldn't have counted.
But the danger signs are there. The danger signs are there. Pirates want to push forward. They want to equalize, understandably so. But
is that even offside? Is that even offside?
It didn't look offside at all.
Now, the dancing feet of Mufokeng. Miguel Tin. Wow. Dramatic stuff here at the Orlando Stadium. Pirates are on the front foot here, looking for the early equalizer. When I get back on level terms early on here, it's a that ball to the back post looking for Munyani. Magula wasn't really tested in that first half. Nice little flick on now for Muyaba to chase. Now Barnes is calling for it, screaming in the boxes. Barnes wants the Pirates have regrouped, but it's still a chance to fire one in. But it's a pokey that went in there. No, it was now a chance for Pirates to break here now. Mufuking could be in here. Mabasa waiting in the middle. Still Mufuking. They've stolen it of Richards Bay. Now they've got numbers in this attack here. There's 3 Richards Bay against 2 Pirates defenders now. Sundwana, the idea was right, but Sundwana, who has just 2 goals this season. Smilo Sundwana.
I foresee problems for Pirates. Listen, they've got to try and come out and attack.
Yeah.
But so many gaps that they're leaving, and here they could have been punished. You can see his intentions. He wants to play it onto the far side. Just lacked in terms of quality, killing it. But it's an open game.
Richards Bay are looking dangerous though. Pirates are in face the threat of being picked off here on the counter. Because obviously they're now committing to attack, trying to get the equalizer. And Richards Bay are happy to pick them up. Struck with real venom by Miguel Tim. Not man who finds the goals with great regularity. Hasn't scored in the last 2 seasons for Orlando Pirates. Miguel Tim. And got a lot behind that one, but well off target. Munyani's giving it away, that's left a gap behind him now. Sundwana galloping past his man. There's a card coming out here. It's going to be yellow for Koki. Tapelo Tleko, Koki goes into the book, and that surprisingly is the first card of the game.
Now I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at the distance that Koki had to cover, and I'm saying, did you have to really commit a tackle? That sort of tackle? No, you didn't have to. Allow him to have it.
Go with it.
Just give him space. Allow him to have it. Show him the line. Allow him to have space. Now he's been put under pressure because of he's got a yellow. And this sort of situations are going to happen because you have Munyane who's now going to be encouraged to go forward. And that right-hand side is going to be exposed. And Tsundwana is trying to exploit that. Already he's forced a yellow.
Well, that referee Kistur has produced the first caution of the game then. Goes to the Pirates centre-back, Tapelo Tolki. Now that does make things a bit tricky for him now. He could well be the man to target now, Richards Bay. Put him under pressure. Right now, meantime, Jembu is lining up. Free kick. Plays one to the edge of the box. Pirates trying to get it away. Controlled nicely there by Spusi Sonteto. Not rushing things. Away by Magula, looking for Barnes. Njonjo. Works it wide to Tito Maswanganyi. Njonjo plays the
He tried to get fancy unnecessarily. That's one of those fancy passes without looking up to see where Munyani was running to. That's where you actually played in front of him, not straight to him.
Well, they say a year is an eternity in football. At the same stage last season, Richards Bay had 7 more points than where they are. They were 7 points better off than where they are now. But the downward spiral had started. After the World Cup, things really went awry for them. The wheels came off. The proverbial wheels came off. Munyani. Can Pirates conjure up here? It's Richards Bay. Get men behind the ball again. Miguel Tim. Now the shot. Off the crossbar. Beautifully struck ball that. And Magula saved by his crossbar there. I think it was Mofoken that had the shot there. Now there's a flag up for a foul, and it's gonna be a yellow card here for. It's gone. There you go, yellow card for Ndaba. That's Kosko and Ndaba.
They are going to be put under pressure. They will need to work as a unit.
I was late.
They need to calculate the sort of tackles they commit to. They're up against a team that has got a sense of urgency, desperation as well in terms of how they do it. But how about this? Mofuke, good vision there, improvised, held it around the keeper, denied by the crossbar.
I've seen him score something like that from a similar range in the Diski Challenge, in his days with the Diski Challenge team. Now, this is where the Pirates can be dangerous. This is where they can be very dangerous. Kabelo Dlamini has had a bit of joy from this kind of situations, but it is going to be Dlamini and no power behind it, and Magula well positioned. Now, route one again as they look for Muyaba. The header away was by Zongo of all people. I think it was Miami that was doing the defending on that. It wasn't Zongo that were getting up there. Of all people. Look at that. Out jumps Muyaba. But he was leaning on him, says the referee.
He can get up. Remember, there was one of the shortest strikers, but he would get up so high. You know, remember
Brandon Augustine is who you're
Brandon Augustine. Yes. There's also Simba Marumo.
Simba Marumo was another who had like some springs in his legs. He was he could and he had some proper hang time as well. It was one thing to get up, but the
hang time was crucial.
Yeah. Oh, he had a fantastic jump on him. Simba Marumo, former Bafana striker Brandon Augustine was another. As they go for goal from range, that was Barnes again. As it could be somebody getting in the way there of a quick throw from Chain, but the referee had his back turned, didn't see that. As we approach the hour mark, Richards Bay, when they've had the lead, it's happened on 6 occasions, only 6 occasions this season that they've scored first in the Premiership. They've won 4 of those matches and lost just the 2 when they've scored first in a game. In fact, since promotion, they don't have a great record against teams that score against them, but when they have the lead, they've generally done fairly well. They have the lead still. They're under pressure here, but they are holding out. They're going to have to weather a storm here, and that's going to take maximum concentration. You can see the defensive lines here. It's like 2 banks of 4, and they shuffle across with the ball. Okay, get the high line here again from Pirates, pinning them inside their own half. This is only the second time, by the way, this season. Pirates previously, before now, had only twice won 2 matches in a row. This is the first time that they've won more than 2 in a row. Now looking to go 6 in a row, but at the moment, they're just trying to get back into this one.
Well, until they break through and they get a goal. So far, when you look at Richards Bay, well structured, the communication is better. Defensive lines pretty solid so far, forcing Pirates to continue to play on the side.
Richards Bay have just the 1 defeat in their last. Let's look at this now. Oh, free header And Mayan, I'm not sure what the idea of trying to head it into the ground there.
Why? There's no need. He didn't even have to jump. So you just hit it straight.
The target it was unmarked.
Have to jump.
Unmarked.
Delivery for him. Free header. How he decides to head it down. Understandably, that he's disappointed with that effort, captain.
There's 3 wins in their last 5 for Richards Bay, and 1 draw, and just the 1 blemish was that 1-0 away defeat against Cape Town Spurs, their fellow relegation strugglers, as a confirmation there as we hit the hour mark. Still Richards Bay leading by Sanele Barnes' strike in the 36th minute of the game. Barnes, by the way, that goal is 5th of the season, making him their outright leading goal scorer.
They're about to make a change, Orlando Pirates, and trust me, it's not a striker that they're about to bring in. Well, maybe a couple of them are going to come in, but I see there's CVC who is likely to come on.
Now, that's whipped in by Munyani. He gets a header onto it now. Richards Bay clear their lines. Pirates are going to make a triple sub here.
Triple. At some point I saw CVC only, but they seem to have added 2 more.
Sanele Barnes, our goal scorer, a man who has gone to 5 goals. By the way, that takes him to 9 goal involvements, 5 goals and 4 assists. Only 6 players have more. That's Devin Titus of Stellies, Kanyesa Mayo, Bradley Grobler. Teofata Mabasa has also had more goal involvements. Rainers. Now, the idea there was to try and pick out the run of Msundwana. The ball intercepted. Pirates come again. Banging on the door here. Mofoking. Maswangangi. Deneka, the captain.
That looks a dangerous attempt there with a bicycle kick.
The free kick has been given the way of Pirates. He's done himself an injury, has Kuda Muyaba.
Is that the bicycle kick? Look at him. That looks dangerous.
The Pirates have only won 1 game this season when they've been down at halftime. When won 1, drawn 1, and lost 4 whenever they were trailing at the break this season. Now, what is what changes will you be thinking? Now, Ryan Mate, as the Pirates are preparing to bring on evidence Mahupa and Kosnatis Basius in the back. What is the thinking? And you see Baloni there also about to come on. What's the ploy here? Well, something's not unhappy. Maybe would it be Koki to come out because he's on a yellow for Spacey to come on?
Yeah, if Koki is on a yellow, that it makes sense to have a man that is not sitting on a yellow, because at this stage the focus is on attack. And in terms of the evidence Makupa, it's more strikers, Baloni, influence in the midfield. That's what you need. Forward passes and evidence will add to the numbers. I think they're going to be playing
as thought. Then it's Toki that makes way. He was cautioned, so that's just to avoid a situation where Pirates find themselves a man down. And then Mahuba has come up front, has come in to replace Teofatu Mabasa, who won't be adding to his 15 goals tonight. And Mahuba comes on then for his 18th appearance of the season, his 5th off the bench. Man on 5 goals this season in the Premiership. Mahuba, first the free kick here. Mofoking floated in, I don't know, he was looking for neither one thing nor the other. He was just way too close to the keeper. 25 minutes to play. 25 minutes from potentially a famous win here for Richards Bay if they can hold on. I remind you, this is the fourth time they've met in the DSTV Premiership, and it's the first time Richards Bay have managed to score against Pirates. It has been a low-scoring fixture, only 2 goals, and that came in a 2-0 win for Pirates away from home. Baloni immediately into the action. Baloni, who was with All Stars last season. Way too much, overcooked that one. If that was intended for Nsundwana, that was too much on it by Dlamini. Richards Bay are going to have to make Muyaba. I don't think Muyaba did come back on, so I think they're down to 10 for the moment.
Well, they're going to make 3 changes themselves, Richards Bay.
Now, could be a chance here for Pirates. Oh, Richards Bay! Oh my word! When you start defending, facing your own goal. High-risk stuff. That was almost an own goal. Martin Nega, high fives all round. They've averted another attack. They've thwarted another attack. They're going to make a triple change. Change is coming now. They're going to wait. They're going to have to wait before taking this corner. Private, what are your thoughts on this one of making a change as a corner is being lined up?
Well, I think first things first, if you have a defender that's coming on, you want to add the numbers. You are aware of the threat that the Orlando Pirates poses. But then again, you need someone that can come in and influence a game. And that's why you have the changes that they're making. Defensively first, because they are aware of that Pirates aiding numbers up front.
Nega is celebrating every time they keep the ball out. He's celebrating it like a goal. It's a defender who's enjoying defending. And now it's a corner. Pressure applied here by Orlando Pirates. In it comes. Oh, skates off the top of her. Did that get... anyone touch that on its way through the side? Yeah, it came off a Richards Bay head. It's Tabani Dube who had the touch there. Former Kaizer Chiefs man. He has come on to replace Moses Mtembu.
That defense is reinforced. You have Dube that has come on as well to add the numbers.
Now Nsundwana, as Kane comes out and had to get it right and does get it right. Maswanganyi is taken out. The referee is going to book. Yeah, Komani has just come on. Wikanyo Komani has just come on and he goes straight into the book. Let's see, former All-Stars man as well. Last season was with All-Stars. He was teammates with Spelo Baloni. That's where he started. He's had spent a chipper. Nsundwana has done well. Actually, Nsundwana has had a very good game. He has been a threat.
He's kept Pirates very busy. He's exploited that right-hand side of Orlando Pirates, where you've had Munyane bombing forward. And every time they set him up on that left-hand side, he's always looked dangerous.
Stronger gamesmanship there from him. Tsofatso Mabasa lays it back. Now another attacker breaks up. Kabelo Dlamini, by the way, is the other man who went off a bigger pun. I think I said it was Mabasa. Kabelo Dlamini is the man who went off, replaced by Maropa. Dlamini it wasn't a very good night at the office for him.
I also understand why Pirates would want to go with 2 strikers because of the reinforced defense by Richards Bay. So you'd want to have 2 strikers. Munyani has come off himself.
Of course, Munyani on comes Katleho Utladisa. It's all out attack for Orlando Pirates. Utladisa making only his 9th appearance of the season. As a defensive player is sacrificed. Pirates going in search of an equalizer here. There's the first touch for Utladisa. Space. It's all out attack. Everyone in a black shirt inside the half of Richards Bay. The only Pirates player inside their own half is Sipo Chain. And he's almost at the halfway line himself. Well, another attack fizzles out. Yeah, no, it's a backs to the wall stuff now for Richards Bay. Can they hang on? We saw them do it against Kaizer Chiefs.
They know how to do it. If you look at how they are structured defensively and in midfield, they are forcing Pirates to play the balls onto the side and bring them as corners, as crosses.
It was 1-0 as well when they faced the other Soweto giant, that's Kaizer Chiefs. Utladisa. Zondo. It's from now this is Olisa Nda. Richards Bay trying to get it away, but it comes straight back and lined up the shot and decided he's going to have a go. And well, he might, yes, but you know what? That will be Baloni as he has a crack from range. I think Richards Bay on the bench there, Vus Vlagas would be delighted to see that if they can reduce Pirates to taking shots from that kind of range.
Yeah, they are also. I just saw the technical bench signaling to the players. He say it's okay, let them try to get them to play the ball onto the sides. It's not going to hurt you. Stay as tight as possible. Don't allow them to play through the center. Look at the numbers at the back. Look at the numbers in the midfield.
We're hearing Richards Bay about to make a change. I believe Ntundwana could be pulled, but I think he's run out of gas as the big man. He's worked his socks off. He has really worked hard. But look at the pass completion there. Pirates with more than double the number of passes. That's how much ball they've had, but without hurting Richards Bay. Ntundwana plays very cleverly there to draw the foul.
One moment where I'm actually enjoying watching him. He knew what was coming his way.
You could hear Baloni breathing down the back of his neck. So here comes the change as well. Umede is going to be the latest player to be introduced. He was one of the 2 changes that were made to the starting lineup from Richards Bay's 0-0 draw away to Polokwane City. Tulani Kumete replaces Somila Ntundwana. He's an attacking player, an exciting one, and that is Kumete. So referee Kastur having words with Baswanganyi there in the middle of a park. Quarter of an hour remaining. Still a long time. Still a long time if you're a Richards Bay supporter to hold out here. But things are looking good for Richards Bay, at least securing the point at the minimum, and that will avoid the straight drop, automatic relegation. but they will still be stuck in that playoff spot. No way past the marker there. Nhlongo, they've all put in a shift, eh? As all hands on deck. I think to a man, you can't fault any of these players. They've all put in a shift, but now this job is far from done. The Pirates are going to make their last change. Ndlondlo, we believe, is going to be the man to go off. This is he on the ball. Mufuki. Another block there, another interception. Frustration that he couldn't avoid the corner there. Komane.
They've got to do better, Pirates. They have pressure, but they should be patient. Patient in a sense that the rotation of the ball should be in areas where they can actually be able to head. Oh, it's not happening.
It's not happening. It's one of those nights when nothing seems to come off. There are nights, well, in recent times, there have been games where everything that Pirates touch turned to gold. It's like every effort on goal was a goal. Tonight has been the opposite. There's one last change here. Then Pirates playing their last card. Lesedi Kapinga replaces Ndabaitetwa Ndlondlo. Not the best one for him either.
No.
His first return to the starting lineup since December. Oh, Nda has been caught in possession here. Barnes on the ball now. His goal still separating the sides. Comes back to Barnes again. Now Pirates have reorganized in defense and they've got the ball back.
It's a question of how they use it now. They're up against a team that structurally they've been very solid in the second half. I think they anticipated Pirates adding numbers forwards to put them under pressure. They've reinforced. They're balanced. They've got 4 at some point, 5 at the back. They're able to play with just one man up front.
Well, against Chiefs, they scored in the 64th minute.
Yeah.
So it was a shorter time that they had to defend. Here, since now, could be in here now, but the flag was up against the Swati International, Justice Figueiredo.
I'm not too convinced that that's offside. I'm not convinced.
Another marginal call from the officials. Now, Kapinga stopped in his tracks. Pirates retain possession. Now, Pirates trying to find a way to unlock this white wall in front of them. And again, they just shift over. And Kapinga is dispossessed. Wonderful defending from Richards Bay. Now, Utladisa. Little ball over the top there. And he'll get it away. This is Mabuya who gets it away. 10 minutes. Well, there's a bit of an anxious growling from the Pirates supporters. This is unfamiliar territory. They haven't been in this kind of situation in a while here. 7 wins in succession in all competitions. And well, Swallows are here to say, but chaps, what more can we do for you? Like good neighbors.
Huh?
Stelli's way. Oh, now Utladisa. It's away by Dube Sibisi. Baloni. Utladisa. Turn there from Maswangangi and the tackle goes in. Referee says play on. BC wins it back. Maswanganyi could be in here. This is the chance. What a save from Makula. Oh, heroics all round. Makula, one of the few times he's actually had a save to make. Now they flicked on there. Ooh, that was Mahopa. I think that got a flicked on the header there. It's another corner. Pirates, it's going to be relentless from now. Richards Bay are going to have to weather a storm here. What a save from Makula a moment ago, though. The assistant, okay, somebody's going to be in trouble with the referee here because it's Vus Vilagazi that's going to get a talking to. Umoya Pansi tiny. Umoya Pansi Kanu. Now, corner for Orlando Pirates. In it comes Makula. See, pair of hands. Dominates that area, Makula. Look at this.
It had a goal written all over it. That touch was so vital. It's true that strikers score goals, goalkeepers win you games. These are crucial moments where the last line of defense has got to be at his best.
In that scenario, with a Maswanganyi, you wouldn't want anybody else facing up to the goalkeeper. But as we go again, Kapinga picks out Maswanganyi. Mufokeng, closed down by Maboya. Maboya has done a job on him this evening. And still the youngster comes. Kapinga. In the wrong way though, and he's dispossessed. Figueiredo comes away with it. Figueiredo, that's a nice idea. They didn't have put enough on the pass though. Daba is fouled. Daba is fouled and gets a free kick. That's a challenge from Mutladisa. Rather clumsy.
An attempted tackle was backfire.
You can see it's an attacker's tackle.
Yellow, time wasting.
Yeah. Delaying the restart of play, and Dube. Also, he needs to be careful not to get a second yellow for now for dissent. Just take your medicine and get on with it. Should be the message to Tabani. Dube is an experienced player. Expect better from him. He's the second player into the book. Then Richards Bay player booked. A third one, I beg your pardon. Well, that's a bit of a waste. You want to be keeping the ball in that half of the field. But Jose Rivero, well, he has been on some run, this man. The Orlando Pirates coach looking for a personal milestone as well. He can become the first Pirates coach in the PSL history to win 6 straight league games for the club on 2 separate occasions. There have been other coaches that have won 6 in a row, but not on 2 separate occasions. Pirates now Sonny Barnes working his magic again. Mabuya with the ball in, but too close to Sipo Chain.
There is frustration. The Pirates they're trying to play that ball as quick as possible.
You can hear the frustration amongst the fans as well. Well, somebody needs to produce a little bit of magic.
Listen, it's some work that Pirates have to do, because if you look at the structure, Richards Bay is pretty solid.
I tell you who Pirates have missed. There's Maswanganyi. Not sure whether that was a ball intended for Mahopa or a shot on goal. I'll tell you who Pirates have missed tonight, Van Mate. Talent Impati. He's got a very direct approach to the game here. And I think he's been. I mean, he hasn't been at the club for that long, but he's already established. He brings something different to them. He's got a very direct way of playing Bata, and I think he's been a notable miss for me here.
Well, Ian Silonyane puts it nicely to say he has forward passes that brings about solutions. He doesn't play the balls onto the side, but when you look at a Ugal team, sometimes he plays the ball onto the side. You have Ndlonto as well, just plays the ball onto the side. And talent, just one goal, it's over at Rome.
Look, if there was a man of the match award that could be said, how can't I fail Pega?
Nah, bro, just the bite piñana and then Kutela Mona. It's a fella hilo packets yako. Not come bit by bit then.
Suppose that maybe there's more. Yeah, can we three? Okay, can we three?
Una cruiser, or baile cruiser, any pega, cruiser.
Tell you what, we have some of the most colorful fans in the world.
There's this other one who chows cabbage, who brings cabbage.
Now, Komet is offside. Well, in the first game, time is running out here for Orlando Pirates to rescue a point at this stage. I think that's what they're looking at now as we enter, fast approaching the 90. Maswanganyi, when he's on the field, there's always the possibilities. As Utladi says, close down. Osibese. Figueiredo, they need to keep the ball upfield here. That's what Figueiredo is trying to do here. Takes on Sibesi and he gets past him. Referee says play on. Still Figueiredo going. And Paloni. Yeah. Figueiredo did well to glide past Sibesi there initially.
He's matured.
Yeah, good recovery.
He's just teasing them. He's actually trying to force them to make mistakes. They commit a foul. They didn't work out.
Look at that shots on target from Pirates of 5 this evening from 15 attempts. Pirates actually have 121 shots on target this season, the most of any team. There could be something on here. As Kapinga looked to weave his way through. They forced another corner. It's been relentless pressure from Pirates. Been all Pirates in the second half. Let's see who gets the last touch. It was Dube. Minimum of 5 minutes is what we're hearing, and that's the signal as well from the fourth official, Mr. Moreki Lekwape. Look at the corner count, 9-0. That tells a story of its own. Maswanganyi to the near post. Was Mahopa attacking it. Makula gathers it at the second attempt. Frustrated Mabasa there, felt like he was impeded.
Hasn't gotten the supply that he normally would get from his fellow teammates. So Hopatso. Evidence Makopa has come on to join him. He's also been struggling to get the supply.
Well, it's been a day of twists and turns in the race for second spot. And I tell you what, Richards Bay could yet be the weekend's biggest winners. Not just in terms of the result, but the net outcome of that result. will just put them closer to trying to secure their status for another season. I've mentioned that the 30 points is a magic number usually for survival, and if Richards Bay can hold on here. Now Figueiredo, he's got Kumeda for support. Barnes is calling for it, but Figueiredo's touch was a heavy one. Great work from Olisanda. Figueiredo disappointing there that he let the ball get away from him. Now Pirates come again. Tabani Dube does the defending.
I think he might have stretched something on Olisanda when he went for that. He's going to try and soldier on, but it was a timiest tackle.
So if Richards Bay can hold on, they will go to 27 points. That's within 3 of the magical 30. Royal AM on 29, I remind you. Swallows are on 32, you would think are good. They're safe. A big win for themselves this earlier. That's a big win that they got at home to Stellies. Disrupted Stellies to chase for second spot. Now, oh, the spectacular effort there. I think it was it a free kick given, or it looked like it was a high boot there from Tserofatso Mabasa. Man who's had 4 braces this season, yeah? Scored 2 goals in a game on 4 different occasions. What a season he's had. That's what it looks like then. They are a matter of minutes from getting that important 3 points. What a job Kanu has done here. Marupa wants the return ball from Otladisa. Marupa gets the ball in looking for Mabasa. Kumede gets it away. Figueiredo. Nice turn from Figueiredo. At Maswanganyi not to be outfoxed. Otladisa. Maswanganyi wants it. Away by Tabani Dube. Still this defense holds strong. Oof, that looked dangerous from Komane. Komane has already been poked. That looked like a bookable offense in itself. That you went in with stars up there.
He's consulting. I think he's consulting. He's trying to get an opinion.
The story has already made a big call on a very bad challenge. Okay, there's going to be a change, by the way. In the meantime, for Richards Bay, Tsepo Mabua, the veteran, is well, he's 29 years old, but you know, he's been around for a while. Tsepo Mabua.
It's Bunch coming off.
Wow, here's a man who could be the match winner. Sanele Barnes.
So many mistakes in that Pirates defense. So many mistakes. Didn't look convincing at all, and he pounced on that loose ball. Bunch and punished all on the Pirates. Now the struggle has been to bounce back for Pirates, and it hasn't been happening. It looks like might end up losing this one.
On comes Mabua for the 3rd time coming off the bench. It's his 16th appearance of the season. A man who is usually a regular in the side. Injuries have disrupted him, you know. He's got an incredible record. Now, 4 times in the past seasons, he has completed 30 games. That's played every minute of every game in 4 different seasons. That's what a consistent performer is.
I'm looking for a special moment.
Now,
and there be one.
They need a hero here now. Mofoke!
No.
Man, Makula had it covered and he positioned himself expertly. Mofoke does work by putting it on target, but not enough power.
No.
Not enough power to beat Makula. And there it is! Christopher Castor blows the whistle to confirm a famous night in the history of this club. Newbies to the top flight. What a performance they have put on here. What a tactical effort here by the coach, Vusi Vilakazi. Right, Mate, I don't think there'll be many people who would argue with the fact that Richards Bay are deserving winners. Full value for the 3 points here.
Full value, everything that coach Villa mentioned well executed by his team, exploited areas of weakness on the Pirates side, and they got that important goal. Discipline in terms of defense, got it right. Allowed Pirates to have possession. They knew what they wanted. Forced Pirates to play onto the side. It's a tactical master plan, which worked out quite well for the team. Well defended and plan well executed.
Outthought and outworked were Orlando Pirates today by Richard Spey. And by the way, Spey thought for Cape Town Spurs, they will now have been officially relegated to the Motsepe Foundation Championship.
do it. Was not in our side today. We try everything to get the lead first. I think we play a really good first 20 minutes. A little bit too excited maybe in the last third. We concede a totally unnecessary goal in a throwing, and then we try the whole game to at least to equalize. I think the guys did more than enough to run with at least 1 point tonight. But yeah, we have to accept it. Like I said, we have a game soon in 5-6 days. Things continue the same place before we play this fixture, so we keep going.
There was a moment where Patrick Masonganye had a great chance in the box late in the game. I'm sure you thought it was 1-1 with that chance.
Yeah, there were many situations. I think football is a game of small margins always, but I have nothing to tell to my players, nothing negative. They gave their all, that's the obligation. They try until the end. Everybody was playing with his heart. And today the luck was not in our side, but we move.
Good luck in the next game.
Thank you.
Coach Villegas, we spoke before the game. You spoke about a clear plan and want you to make sure you take advantage of certain areas within the Paris team. You guys did that brilliantly today.
Yeah, I think I did mention in the beginning that a proper setup today in terms of our defensive structure will do for us because we know their strong points and their weaknesses. Even though we didn't capitalize that much on their weaknesses in terms of exploiting the spaces given at that particular time, but we knew that they were fullbacks. They've got the appetite of going forward. So the recovery, if we regain ball position and try to exploit those spaces, but it's not something that we did the whole of 90 minutes. But I was happy with the defensive structure because we were trying to frustrate Orlando Pirates from penetrating, especially in the midfield.
When you are looking to hit them on the counter and have a special moment within a game, a player like Asare Lepanzi is absolute gold.
Yeah, we had great moments in terms of the break attack and the counter attacks. We just needed to be clinical in terms of getting those chances and try to convert our chances into goals. But I think we've missed few. It could have been 2 or it could have been 3 had we been clinical. But it's fine. Some other things cannot be rectified overnight. We're still working and we will fight till the end.
I've got to praise you because Cape Town Spurs improved a lot in the second half of the season. You knew you, as a team, you guys also had to improve, and you've picked up some massive points.
We were bound and forced to improve. We want to save the team, we want to save the status, so we have to dig deep and try to do our best. Obviously, we never started the pre-season together, but at least now the format is there and the players know how to respond in what we need as a coaching or the technical staff.
Well done today.
Thank you so much, sir.
So what do the numbers say? This is what it looks like.